Welcome back to an episode of Todo Tranquilo. Wow. First episode back. I think I'm just going to call this like season 2, episode 1 type of thing. Yeah, season 2, episode 1. Man, I'm nervous being back.
First episode. That's
First
our,
episode
new
back.
Season.
Introduce yourself to the people, man.
Hey, I go by Jrdnspdy. I'm an artist manager, DJ, creative director, everything, man. Like whatever you need me to do, man. I'm gonna put my best into it. So, you know. But yeah, I'm known for the first couple things I say. Yeah.
Artist manager. You know what? When I told, because I always tell my boys like who I'm about to have on. You know, they're good people. You know, they hold it down. They support me. So they're just. I always tell them like who I'm about to have. And I was trying to like think of a way to like explain what you do. The first word that came into me, and I just like using big words. I was like, think of him as like an artist facilitator.
That's a
facilitator.
That's really what it is, though.
Because I was like, the closest thing that I could like compare him to is DJ Khaled without the corniness.
Yeah.
without the we the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like the best. Yo, feel free to grab a pillow. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get comfy, man.
Cozy in this joint,
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Mikasa Sukasa.
I done fucked up. You gave me a mic and a pillow. Man. It's a wrap, bro.
And I gave you some drink.
Yeah, man. Hey, by the way, TODO TRANQUILO, the best drinks, man. You come on this drink, bro. You got me right with the good Tito's. Now, what is it? Nectarine juice?
Mango nectar.
Mango nectar.
That mango nectar with the Tito's.
Healthy.
Yeah, I try to treat my people right, you know?
That's love.
Yeah.
You should. Health is important.
What's the saying? The saying is always treat others how you would want to be treated.
For sure. Golden rule.
And that's like me, like
golden rule number 1.
you know, I would want to get like, yo, what's good? You want a drink?
Right.
Yeah, like, hey, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little parched. Before I talk for an hour, let me get some. Like,
oh man. So let's see. Jeez, what could we touch on first, man? I guess let's start from the beginning.
okay.
Jrdnspdy. So one thing I'm curious about, because I kind of I use my podcast and an excuse to kind of meet the people I want to meet and ask them the questions I want to ask.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because
I get that.
You know how people like you watch these interviews and they'll be like, the people got to know. You bullshit. You want to know this. You want to know this shit. So like, where did Spdy come from? Is that like your last name, or is
that's my real last name.
Your
man.
real
Like,
last name?
Yeah. And
is it spelled that same way?
so my like stage name or whatever is spelled like it's my whole government name without like all the vowels basically. Yeah.
Without having to be able to search me up.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. You know, so like anybody that's out there trying to find me like my government with the vowels in it, you're not gonna find. Actually, you might find it still, but it was just like it looked cooler than just having my full government being like my.
Yeah, and you don't got to spell it out.
Yeah, exactly. It's shorter. It saves some time. You know what I'm saying? When I'm signing up for things, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool.
Jrdnspdy. Now, because when I first saw it, I was like, that's dope. Like, I was like, okay, Jordan's got to be his first name.
For sure, yeah.
Spdy thing. What came into my mind when I heard that, and I'm probably just like picking at like straws here, is like space, like Spdy, like space. You're out of this world type of thing. I don't know.
That's hard. I never. No one's ever said that, but like I might have to incorporate that somehow, some way.
Some way,
forward.
man.
That's hard.
You know, like I don't know. Do some shit with like that's like futuristic.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? So
For sure.
I mean, you're doing shit that's like not people are doing. I mean, and we'll touch base on Camp Spdy, but
for sure.
That alone, like I've never seen, like even in mainstream music, that's never been done. Where it's like you just grab a bunch of people in a house and just create beats, music, songs.
It was
different artists.
It was a fever dream, bro. It was crazy.
Well, and we'll touch base on that for sure. But let's see, where can we start at, man? Where did the love of the music come from, or because you mentioned that you do manage some artists, and we'll get into that too. But like, excuse me, where did the kind of like the thought of like I want to be involved in music because I love music so much. I'm assuming that you love music.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But like, where did that come from? Like, everybody likes music, but people don't listen to music and go like, definitely want to be in the music industry.
Yeah, that was so the music in general, just like the love of like the sounds that it brings, the feelings it brings, it came from like my parents. Like when I was young, I was riding in the car with my dad. He was playing Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, like, and my mom was a whole nother spectrum. It was like she was playing like Jill Scott and like Floetry and like just like two different sides of the music. So like I found myself like somewhere in the middle and was like, man, I like this gangster rap stuff, and I also like this slow like neo soul stuff too. Like, so I was like, I wonder if there's something that's like in between there, you know, like so from there I was just like exploring, and I would just like you know, deep dive on the internet like all kids do, you know what I mean? Like found like my first few favorite artists, and yeah, man, I don't know, it's something in me because my mom always tells me like, yo, like when I was younger, I wanted to be like a personal assistant to like celebrity or something. Like that's what I always wanted to do. And I was like, that's crazy that you say that, because that's naturally like what I gravitated to, like, you know. And I tried to like make music before. Like, of course, like my love of music led me to like attempting, but I was like, it didn't feel right. So I was like, yeah, let me find another lane.
So first you did try to like make music.
Yeah.
And then you just wasn't like, you were just like, okay, maybe I should put a pause to this.
Yeah, this
before
it didn't even feel right, bro. Like, like me being on the mic and like saying words, I was like, bro, what am I doing? Like, I was like, bro, no, like,
that's crazy, man. That's a hard thing to do, where it's like you kind of have to like decide, like, hey,
yeah,
I gotta maybe look for a different route because this ain't for me right now.
yeah.
It takes a lot and it's hard. So. You said you got, you know, like both sides of the music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got your gangster rap, your neo soul. Was there like an artist that you maybe listened to back in the day when you were a kid where it was like, because like I feel like when I was a kid, you had your guilty pleasures, sure, depending on what kind of like pool you were in school, you know?
Hell yeah.
And I was definitely in the pool of like, oh no, all I listen to is rap. Like that's it.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was going back home and I was listening to Paramore. You know, it's like,
bro, yeah.
But I didn't tell people. Do you think there's like an artist that you found and you love the music so much, but it's like, I can't tell people I really fuck with this?
Shit. I mean, low key, like I've always been like the type of person that's like, I want to put people on. I want people to know that I found this before you. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to think.
Like a gatekeeper, but not necessarily a gatekeeper.
Yes.
It's like I'm gonna tell people about this, but you better tell them
that you got it from me. But like I just thought of a guilty pleasure one. In middle school, I used to listen to Never Shout Never. Bro.
Never Shout
Never was that.
Yeah,
bro, I'm trying to tell you, like the What's Love album, bro. I was banging that. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not hip on his like on his actual like EP or the albums he has, but like I'm not even kidding. Like just yesterday, I was listening to a Never Shout Never song. Oh, that's
timeless
crazy
music, bro. Timeless music.
That.
I love Never Shout Never.
It's just the thing is like I was never in that space and in that world of like emo punk. Yeah. But the fact that I listened to the music, it was like a way where of like I understood it. Mm-hmm. It's like I didn't have to dress like that to understand it.
Yeah.
And it's like you see these videos now, especially on TikTok, where it's like I'm a 30-year-old emo kid.
Yeah, that's wild. Actually, TikTok, there's a lot of crazy things on TikTok that I've seen. It's like, wow. It makes me realize how big the world is and how many people are in it. Because it's like, you know, you're exposed to like your daily life. You know what I'm saying? You see the people you see on the daily. You see your friends every now and then, you know. But it's like, you get on the internet, it's like, bro, like this person in Arkansas lives so fucking weird. Like, I can't believe that this is real life. Like, it's like hard to grasp that it's like real life, you know? It's
100%.
Because you're so used to like what you know. But like, that's also the beauty of like, you know, just getting out, traveling the world and just like seeing stuff. Because then it becomes like, oh, well, this is just another human being that just was raised a different way than me. So it's like, it's not that weird.
And I feel like that's how music really honestly brings out crazy people that you wouldn't normally see out hanging out together.
Facts.
Like you could go out today, go to the mall, and you see like a group of 4 people, and all of them look like they shouldn't even be like hanging out with each other, because they're the way the music has influenced people. Like, for example, Yeet.
He's fire.
He's fire. He's fire. Like, I started getting heavy into him recently, and like the way he dresses, you would think he makes like rock music.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't, like, I get he raps on it, but like it's not. I feel like the beat isn't a rap beat.
Yeah, it's like some completely left field.
Yeah,
that's
it's
why
like
that's why he is where he is though, because it sounds like nothing you've ever heard before. Like,
yeah, because one thing I did with that I love about what I do is like I get to talk to people involved with music, because I love music myself.
Yeah.
And there's so many different genres, different people involved with it, that's what kind of brings it together. And I feel like you share that same love. It's like, it doesn't matter what kind of music it is, because it doesn't matter what kind of music you make.
Yeah.
I want to be involved some way because I fuck with it.
If it's good, it's good, man. Like, it touches people. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm gonna dive into there's a rock song on this album I'm putting out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, I know someone. I enjoyed it because like I used to watch that type of stuff when I was like little, like movies used to have tracks like that playing in the background. So that like when I heard that song being made at the studio, I was like, damn, that needs to go on the album, because that made me feel like I was like in third grade watching like a Disney movie or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like
Disney movies, man.
Yeah, bro, soundtrack shit, like it's wild.
So when you tried out the music thing, tried to do the maker of the music, like you rapping on Bieber or something like that, and you knew that wasn't gonna work out. I guess who was your first artist? Because it probably took you a long time to like get your ish together and like let me try manage an artist. Yeah. Who was the first artist that you ever tried that with, whether it failed or it was successful?
The first one, so like, okay, it was the same. I was working with my homies Ish, Jams, and Reek, so we were all like a collective type thing, and that's where like they were making music already. Like James was making beats, Ish and Reek were rapping. And I was just like, okay, where do I find myself in this equation? Like, what role can I play? Tried to rap. I was like, I don't like that shit. I don't like doing that. And then I was like, all right. Took a step back, and like they were already coming to my house every day. Like my house was the spot where like people were coming and recording and just like getting ideas and stuff. So I was just like, this feels like something like I could manage this whole operation going on, because I am living at the headquarters every day, So yeah, it was like, so after I rapped and was like, I'm not doing that, I was like, all right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to be management. I'm going to help y'all like roll out albums and stuff like that, So yeah, it was Ish, Reek, and Jam. Shout out to them, man. Those my homies. This is where I started, like 2016, man.
Do one of them still make music? Or beats?
Jams makes beats. Ish, I'm not sure. Reek doesn't really make music, but they still dabble, They still dabble, but like,
That's crazy, man. Yeah. How old were you during that time?
I had to be like 18, 19.
18, 19.
Fresh out of high school, I had no idea what the fuck I wanted to do. And like, I was just like, all right, we got free time. We have studio equipment. Let's try this thing out. You know what I'm saying? So it was.
Was any of that scary for you? Like, maybe like, or like, did Ish or Reek or your other friend like have some of this equipment, or did you kind of have to like shell it out and provide some of this equipment to make albums, make these songs?
So since they were already like artists themselves, they definitely already had like some of the, it was just like they didn't have the space I had. Like, I had a very open basement where we could like, partake in extracurriculars while we record. And it was just like a very chill space to like come and be creative, like let your mind just like open into a different setting.
Different space.
Like, yeah. So like they had the equipment, they would just bring it over and be like, yo, like, can we record from 6 p.m. after we get off work to whenever? And I'm just like, yeah, bro, let's work. Let's make an album. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something. Like, because we wasn't doing anything else. So it was like, all right, bro, let's make some music.
I love that, man. So aside from you being a good manager, creating that foundation of like, I'm going to manage these people because I know how to do it. I don't know how to rap yet. I don't know how to do that yet.
Gotta practice a little bit more, man.
But I know what it takes. When, I guess, when did you seriously like Because that was like, you were kind of like in your interest in it, putting your feet in the water. Who was the artist that kind of took it from this is a hobby or an interest to, okay, this is definitely something serious I can do?
So a little bit after we kind of like stopped doing stuff as a collective, I was just like kind of just like doing my own thing. And then my friend, so like from like middle school, his name is Pari Blanco. And then I also met this other guy named Lenny Penthouse. Like I knew them through, like we had mutual friends, you know, but it was like, because Woodbridge is a small place, like everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
So I knew of them, and they were already making music that was like shaking Woodbridge up. Like it was like, yo, like these dudes are fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was a fan off top. So I remember one day, like the way it happened was so crazy because I think it was Lenny first. Like one day we were just hanging out, like me, a mutual friend, Lenny. We were just bored. We were like, yo, we're gonna go to Richmond, like, cause all our friends were in college. We were just going there, fuck around, like on the VCU campus.
Yeah.
And then on the way down there, like I had beats. I had like just like beats in my phone, you know, cause I'm even though I stopped, I didn't really stop. But it was just like a little transition period. Like I still had like beats from people left over from what me, Reek, and Ish were doing. You know what I'm saying? And so I was playing beats one day on the way to Richmond, and Lenny was in there listening to him, and he was like, yo, these are crazy. Like, I need these. And in my mind, I'm like, yo, like, you're a very good artist. I listen to your music, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to, like, because I'm not, like, we weren't really, like, tight like that.
Yeah.
But it was like, bro, your stuff cranks. So, and then he was like, yeah, I want to record on one of these, like, right now. So literally in the car on the way down to Richmond, I'm finding studios, book a studio session on the way down to Richmond. We get there. He goes in, knocks out, like, 2 songs. And then as we're leaving the studio, like, we're playing the songs back, like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, this is fire. And then I was like, yo, you know what would be crazy if I managed you? And then he was just like, you know, you are my manager. And I was like, all right, bet. I was like, say less. And then from then, I felt like a responsibility. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, bro, he trusted me to call me that off top. Like, I didn't have to convince him or nothing. He was just like, bro, just off this simple act I did of booking him studio time on the fly like that, he was like, yeah, you're my manager. So
Because he probably saw the, and I hate to go corporate, but it's like the initiative.
yeah, you feel me? Like, I was like,
The drive.
yeah, man, I wanted that shit for him. I was like, bro, you're so good. I want to have a part in a song that you make without me having to get on the mic. I want to like not have credit or just be. I just want to be like, look, I had something to do with that coming out. You know what I mean? And that was the way I did it. I booked the studio time for her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I did that. That's what's up, man. That's dope. And that, I mean, I wouldn't even see. And that's the thing. It's like when it comes to like managing people, I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah. You know, like just thinking on the fly of ways to make something happen. You know, because like in the real world, like when you're working your day-to-day job, like obviously there's probably like problems that come afoot that you gotta like think quick. But it's like to do it outside of that, where it's like you're just chilling. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot, and that I think that's what sets people apart from, you know, not anybody really can be a manager. It does take a certain kind of thought process behind that.
And a manager is really like, people think it's just like, I don't know what people think it is, but it's really like just putting on all hats whenever need be.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like. It's like sometimes you got to be the photographer. Sometimes you got to be the videographer. Even though you don't know how to do things, like you have to just be there and be present and be like, all right, I'm just going to have this turn out the best it can turn out. Like with Ashley, like there's been so many times where it's like, it'll just be me and Ashley. And like we just have a camera. We don't have no videographer, no photographer, no money to go out and pay for no videographer. So I'm just like, all right, bro. We just gonna make it work. Like
you gotta make something happen.
Stand right here. I'm gonna follow you like this. We gonna make, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it works. Like, so being a manager is just like,
and it's crazy. Crazy that you bring up Ashley, because that's kind of how I came about you.
Yeah.
Because whenever, shout out to Ashley in the village.
Yeah, shout out Ashley.
Yeah, when we did her interview, you know, obviously, you know, off camera, she told me a bunch of things, and she mentioned you as her manager. Now, I'll be honest, until I really kind of like sat there and thought about it, like, what does a manager do? What traits does a person have to do with that? Like, at first I definitely saw it surface level, like anybody would.
Yeah.
It's probably easy.
That's
You know, like, and it's like it's the it's just like people being ignorant, not really knowing about it. But she mentioned you, and then that's how I came about you. And when I went to your page, like I could just tell, like, okay, this guy is definitely like on the fly type of thinker.
Yeah.
Like if I got to make something happen, I'm gonna make something
Yeah,
happen.
for sure. Got to.
So that's dope, man. Besides the managing, and I feel like I'm like taking jabs at you by bringing this up, but like you finding out that, hey, maybe I shouldn't rap.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not a rapper at all, bro. Like,
No, but besides that, man, like one thing that I like after I did a kind of like a dive into your IG, I noticed that you do DJ too.
yeah, I DJ for sure.
Did that come before trying to make music, or after trying to make music and before managing, or when did that come about?
That was
Or
like,
was that kind of just like gradually just happened as?
yeah, that was like some fun stuff. Like, so I was playing around with that when I was young too. Like I said, I just dove into like anything music wise that I could find, just because my parents exposed me to it early. But I remember I was like probably like 13, 14. Just I downloaded the virtual DJ on my computer, my little desktop, and was just playing with it. I didn't have I didn't have any turntables, nothing. Like I was just like, yo, let me see what this is talking about, a DJ. And then I messed with it. So I had the idea in my head, and I kind of left it alone until like around that same time, like high school ended, and I was like, what am I about to do with my life? So I think I re-downloaded it on my laptop. I had a MacBook at the time. I was like, all right, let me see what it's talking about. Played with it on my laptop, and then I ended up buying like a little small controller and just like learning how to like, just like mix and beat match. Also, there's one person, her name is Jaleesa. I worked with her at the Boys and Girls Club a long time ago. She's the one that really taught me how to DJ. Like, I've been waiting for this moment to shout her out. Like,
At
she
Boys
literally,
and Girls Club.
yeah, and she was the DJ like in 757 area. And, I was just like, I asked her one question one day, like, yo, like, how do you do this? And she really literally broke it down to me. And then from there, went home, practiced it, and like just after that, it was like a wrap. It was like, I'm just about to do this shit. And then after like I kind of like in my head, I was like, all right, bet I know how to do this now.
Yeah.
I started being more open and just like taking the aux cord, like during like me and my friends were having extracurricular sessions, you know what I'm saying? I would just be like, yo, let me spin some stuff, let me play some stuff like while y'all are doing this or whatever. And I was like, okay. Gradually it was like I could do this for more people. And then it just got to like, you're 18, 19, house parties and stuff like around the way. People were just like, yo, Spdy, you want to come play music here? I was like, yeah, why not? Like,
book me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I remember it's so funny because I tweeted one day, I was like, yo, book me to DJ your smoke sessions. Like, and that shit was so funny. I was like, bro, I was like, it was a joke, but it was like, damn, yo, I could low key be a DJ.
But did after that tweet, did anybody actually hit you up? And it was
I don't think so, but like naturally, this is what I did. Anyway, I was be like, yo, I'm about to just play music, yo, and they'd be like, all right, Spady, we trust you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's Spady,
like,
we trust.
Yeah, it's like shit. But yeah, so I started off doing like just local parties around the way, and then eventually it was just like, you know what, I'm gonna just take this serious. Like, and honestly, I don't think there was a specific moment where I was like, I'm gonna take it serious. It was like people saw me doing it and saw that I was good at it, and they were like, yo, can you come DJ this? And I'm just like, I'm not even a fucking DJ, but
yeah,
I'm doing this for fun, but all right, like, you know what I'm saying?
I just do this on the side.
You feel me? Like, and then after a while, I was like, all right, I guess this is what I am. Like, I guess I kept getting booked, you know what I mean? Like, I started putting out mixes and stuff, and they were just like, oh, people just started knowing me as a DJ, and it's necessity, really. Like,
did you ever come up with like a DJ name when in the midst of all that? Or no?
Nah, it was always Jrdnspdy. It's just I'm just me, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't really want to box myself in on anything, you know. So
I fuck with that.
Yeah,
I really do fuck with that because I feel like that's kind of like the mistake that some people do sometimes when they're kind of like trying to figure things out in life, just with anything. They tend to box themselves in.
yeah,
And it just seems from like the jump, you didn't want to do that, and it's like you kind of like subconsciously had that in the back of your mind where it's like, I don't care what I do, I'm not going to be necessarily known to do that.
yeah, bro.
It's like more so you're known to just to do whatever is needed. I'm gonna get that shit done.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because it feels like low key, like you said, I don't want to be boxed in, but it's also just like I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so like I just kept the options open. I was like, yo, DJing is cool, but like, is this really what I want to do? Like, you know, management is cool, but it's like, is this really what I want to do? Like, I still don't know. I'm in it right now, but it's like, you know, I be thinking about the food industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to fucking open a food truck, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Are you the type of person that like stays up just mad thoughts in their in their head
all day, like all day? I have like visions in my head of like, oh, how can I make this look cool, like, or like how can I make this shirt, or like
you go to bed cool. Like you lay down in bed at 10, you like put your phone down, it's time, going to sleep.
Not going to sleep, bro.
Then you just there like
sleep,
no phone, looking dead ass at the ceiling, thinking about a million things.
That's nowadays it's TikTok for real. Nowadays it's TikTok.
TikTok is just to touch on TikTok. TikTok is a weird place because
it is, bro.
As much as it is weird and you see weird things on there, it's so educational sometimes.
It is very
influential. I think that's the reason why I got these shoes.
Because it's TikTok. Those too. It's hard. The new schools, man. Shout out to Vans.
Shout out to Vans for the new schools, man. I love it, man. I'm glad we were able to dive into kind of like the beginnings of Jrdnspdy.
Yeah, man.
You know, and the interests. And I think, if I'm being completely honest, I think you did a great job to get to where you are without necessarily making a plan to get to where you are.
Yeah, bro. No destination, bro. I was just going.
But you did it, man.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. And I still, every day, I'm just like, I fight myself every day like, yo, like, you got to level up. Like, you did this and you did this and that. But it's like,
what can I do next?
Yeah, what else can I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, yeah, it's a never ending. I know, like, I figured that life is like a never ending, like, you're always consistently going to try to find yourself. Because, like, once you hit that level, you're just going to be like, all right, there's
what's
more.
Next?
Because, like, you never want to be, like, just stuck in one spot. You know what I mean? So it's like, keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it going, man.
I love that, man. Well, we're going to go ahead and, get a refill on these drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Relax a little bit.
And that's what I like to hear.
And we'll be back after these commercial breaks.
TODO TRANQUILO.
Bounce, baby, bounce with it. You sé que tú me quieres. Bounce, baby, bounce with it.
Welcome back from the commercial break. Again, here with Jrdnspdy, the one and only.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to give you a new tagline. DMV's best manager.
Shit.
In the area.
That's heavy.
In the area.
I know some managers too. And, hey, I'll take it though. I ain't say it.
You ain't say nothing.
I ain't say it. I ain't say it. It's cool. I'll take it though.
So while we were on the break, we were talking. I thought about a question that I really genuinely want to ask you. And it's just like something I kind of like always wanted to ask a DJ. Because, like, obviously, like, you know, you go to, like, these clubs and stuff, and it's like, you want to talk to the DJs, but they're doing their job.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the craziest thing that you've done or you've seen? Maybe give me, like, top two things that you've done or seen.
Top things.
Like, yeah, has your set ever been, like, that dope where, like, the floor starts to cave in or something?
Bro,
where it's like,
funny enough, it was a function that we threw it was a New Year's Eve function in DC. It wasn't like my particular set, but I was DJing for an artist named Cammy Dubs.
Shout out Cammy Dubs.
Like, I'm telling you, we threw the show, so it was like we had to like make sure the venue was straight and everything. Mid his set, like, I seen panic in like the owner's face of the venue, and I seen it. And I was like, I told my little brother like, hey, "Yo, man, the DJ station for me. I'm about to go see if everything's okay."
Like, see what's up,
bro. I go downstairs. Like, the venue was like 2 floors, so it's like, I mean, it was like very like DIY space. Like, it was someone's like, I don't know what the fuck how we found this joint, but I go start talking to the owner and shit. We go downstairs. Cammy's still performing, and he has this like a fucking like 12-inch 12-foot like beam that's going from the floor up into the ceiling so it doesn't like fall in. Mind you, while he's doing that, Cammy's performing and the floor is going like this. Like you can see the shit.
It's like waves.
Going, yeah, you can see it like going down and up, down and up. And I was like, oh
That's
shit.
wild.
I was like, bro. And I was young. I didn't even think about like, damn, if that shit falls in, bro, we could be in a lot of fucking trouble.
But the thing is, like,
you know
when you're young and you're partying, like, you're not thinking about like, let's think about the safety of other
Yeah.
people. Like, no, let's think about how lit we could get,
bro. And that's
at
what I
the
was thinking
quickest
about.
time. Like,
That shit was crazy.
that's
like,
wild.
Like that picture still plays in my head to this day. I'm like, yo, because that could have been really bad. And it wasn't a short drop either. Like it was like, like you would have.
If I were to see something like that, that would low key freak the fuck out of me.
It was crazy. And like, but like after that, after we got out of there unscathed, no floor caved in, we finished the show. It was like, damn, I might have something going here because people really came out to DC on New Year's Eve to come fuck with me and my team.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, all right, shit, I can. And that was going. I think that was going. I don't even remember when that was, but
Is there somebody like super crazy that you probably DJ'd for?
shit, the craziest one. And this is crazy because he's like, this artist is like a legend in our generation. Like, and so I DJ for Chief Keef.
What?
DJ for Chief Keef in ODU's arena. It's called Chartway Arena. And
How did that even come about? Like,
bro, it was like it was crazy. So I was DJing for this artist named Trapezo. Shout out Trapezo, that's big homie. I was DJing for him. He was opening for Chief Keef, you know. So it was like, all right, you know, come DJ for me. It's a great opportunity. We're about to be playing in an arena. I never done an arena before, and mind you, this is like 2 years.
Yeah.
This is like 2 years into like me actually taking DJing seriously. Maybe like a year and a half. So I'm just like, what the fuck, like I mean,
you heard
yeah.
Chief Keef, like, bro. I mean, I would have been like dead, like kind of nervous. Like,
Yeah.
arena?
Yeah, arena. I was like, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna do that shit, but like, fuck. I was like, damn. So, yeah, I go down there. In my mind, I'm just like, I'm prepared to do Trapezo set. You know, keep it pushing. Like we gonna enjoy Chief Keef set after we do our joint. You know what I'm saying?
Like you were planning to like, all right, I'm gonna do my set.
Yeah.
Get off stage and then
just
enjoy the show.
moment. Yeah, and then so I'm my cousin picks me up or he gets me a hotel down there, and then we're driving in the car. Like I guess we're driving to the hotel. Trapezo calls me like, yo, Sosa needs a DJ for tonight. You trying to do that shit?
Sosa.
He's like, you trying to do that shit? And I was like, bro, what? I was like, hell yeah. I was like, in my mind, went into like a shock state because I was like, damn, what the fuck did I just get myself into?
Yeah.
But it was like, what the fuck? I'm about to do this shit. So yeah, literally that one phone call, he was like, all right, bet. Hung up. I got to the venue, went to the green room and shit. Chief Keef sent me his whole set list. Talking to his manager and stuff. Like,
That's
it was
wild.
like, you know, and like that was probably the craziest moment. Like,
Because I feel like it takes a lot for an artist to be like, nah, keep the same DJ.
yeah.
Because most artists, I mean, I feel like they're particular about their DJs where it's like, no. He knows my set list.
Yeah, he knows what to do.
You're
yeah.
going to use my ID. So, like, the fact that, like...
Yeah, and to this day, I don't know what happened to the original DJ. I don't know what happened. I don't even care, but I was just like... I went out there, did my shit, and it was like, wow. Like...
That's crazy.
That's when me realized, like, okay, I'm really doing this shit. Like, you know, like, even though, like, it was like...
It was something that you just did for a period. It's just like...
That's what solidified this shit. I was just like, yeah, bro, all right, I can call myself a DJ now. Like, I played in an arena, and really, like, how I was saying earlier, like, DJing is just fun. Like,
Yo, what if there's, like, a video out there?
There's a whole, people that go to ODU, like, vlog that whole day, and there's, like, I'm in random-ass college students' vlogs and shit, like, just on stage with Chief Keef.
That is
And I'm just
dope.
like, wow. And this Chief Keef is not, like... That's an artist.
No. That's a
generational artist.
The thing is, like,
you know?
even when he was like kind of like in his, I get, because I don't consider Chief Keef as like a SoundCloud artist, but even when he was kind of like in that early stage,
Pioneer,
he was well known.
Yeah, man.
Everybody everywhere was listening to I Don't Like.
Yeah, and at this time, this was like the height of his. I mean, it wasn't like the height. It was probably like he had already solidified himself in the game. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, damn.
I would have been on cloud nine.
I just DJ for a fucking legend. And literally, I tell people this all the time. Like, man, like I'm doing this shit now that I'm doing all this shit that I'm doing now out of like just love for the shit. Cause I could have been stopped. Like
Yeah.
I had like goal, like I had like just like a goal list, or like, you know how Thanos has like infinity stones, you feel me? Like there's like just like certain things that I want to like do. And
yeah, like you have milestones that you want to reach.
yeah, bro. And like I remember like a story, like there was in high school, I remember vividly, 9th grade English class, like I didn't really know what I was gonna do in life, but like I knew it was gonna have something to do with music, kinda. Like that's what I knew I would want to gravitate towards. And I literally had a vivid image of me being on stage in an arena. Didn't know who it was gonna be for, didn't know what I was gonna be doing. I was just like, damn, that would be super cool for me to like just be in the background playing music for this person.
All you were thinking is like, I'm doing it for the homie.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play in an arena.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do it
like
for
it's a win-win.
Yeah, bro. I didn't think it was gonna be that though, and like the fact that shit was like real life. It kind of still trips me out to this day because I'm like, bro, I thought about it and then it literally happened. Like manifestation is like real shit.
And you know what's crazy? The thing that you touch up on that, and let me know if you disagree or agree. I feel like manifestation there's kind of like the wrong idea of it, right?
Yeah.
I feel like there's people that take manifestation where it's like they think like, oh, I just got to think about it, it'll happen.
Yeah, hell no.
But it's like you kind of gotta put the work in. Like you gotta
100%.
obviously you gotta manifest it. Like by manifesting, it's like yo, there's a goal that you're working towards, and you're pushing towards that goal, and that's technically you manifest. It's like the fact that you're giving it all you got to get to here.
Yeah.
And then maybe, regardless of your religion, your higher person that you believe in, gives you that extra push because you're working so hard and you get to there.
But that's exactly how I think about it though. Like, because before that happened, I think right when I came off my first tour with Lenny and Pari, that's when that happened. And I had like, the tour was, you know what I'm saying? Going on tour is not easy, especially like when you're putting it together yourself. So like, I feel like I went through like that whole summer just keeping my head down, working, you know what I'm saying? And the universe,
focusing.
God rewarded me. He just like, you know what? You went hard these last 6 months, and I know you want to do this, so this is gonna happen for you. You know what I'm saying? And like, I just take that example and just like carry that on like with everything else that's going on in life. Like, I'm just like, look, man, you can want things all you want, but you're gonna have to go through some hard work. You're gonna have to do things you don't want to do. You're gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, make sacrifices for, if you really want this thing, you're gonna put this thing down. You're gonna be willing to go through this to get there, So it's like, if you're not, and sometimes like me personally, like I know I have like certain things that like, I know if I stop doing this, or like if I sacrifice this, I know the universe will probably reward me. But it's like, sometimes it's harder than that. Like the universe will make it harder for you to like put this thing down or like not do this to be rewarded. But it's like, you got to really want that shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like they say, man, the things that are worth getting are not easy.
At all, man.
They're not easy at all.
At all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
I would have been on, like I said, that's something like, I would have said that if I were you. I would have said that the minute I got through the door.
I try not.
I DJ'd.
It's crazy because I try not to do that. Like my friends,
you know him?
My friends be like, "Yo, you need to boast more like about that." I'm just like, bro, like it was one time. Like, I mean, I'm just like, man, it would be tight if I toured with him or like, you know what I'm saying? Did that? I did it for a concert, but it was like, damn. But I think about it, it's like, bro, not a lot of people can say they've done that. You know what I'm saying?
But like we talk, like off camera. I'm big just on like that humble ego kind of thing, where it's like you're not really pushing in people's faces. It's kind of like, I did it. I'm proud of it. I did my shit. It's definitely a milestone that I hit, and I'm very happy for. But I'm not about to like every chance I get. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, I did that.
That shit corny. That shit is corny out. That's why I stay far away from that.
I fuck with that, man. Yeah. And that's a thing again that I told you off camera. Just like that's why there's a sense of like you gravitate towards somebody where it's like they're just kind of like me in a sense.
Yeah, facts.
Or we share the same vision in a sense. So fuck with that, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate that.
One thing that I did want to mention, and I found out of it because of Ashley White. Shout out her again. Okay. Is Entune, man. How did Entune come about, and what is Entune about?
Man, Intune came about. Me and Ashley. So, me and Ashley we've been lifelong friends. Truthfully, like we played on the same basketball team when we was like 7, 8 years old. You know, not even think about music. We had hoop dreams and shit.
Oh, you a hooper too?
A fake hooper. I stopped. I stopped in like high school. You know what I'm saying? I still give somebody 30 though. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time. I'll still I'll give her average hooper 30. You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Can you attest to that, Ashley?
Ashley's not an average hooper. I tell her I'll give her 30 all the time, but I really be like, I'm not about to test that, you know, in theory. So, but yeah, we hooped, you know what I'm saying, as kids, not think about no type of music, no nothing. And then when I started getting back into music and managing and shit, like I was doing my tour, and then I seen Ashley do like a short film, and I was like, you know, that's some shit that like I need to like lock into, because Ashley has this creative mind. It's like genuine. I was like, I know her, like we're real friends. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
So from that moment we started working together. And then we were like probably like a few months into it, we were just like, yo, like we're doing good stuff. We're putting out good content, but we need like an umbrella to like, just like kind of like call ourselves and like, just like put everything under, you know? And then Ashley came up with the name Intune. And then I was at work one day and she said that, and I was just like, damn. And Intune really like covers all, you know what I'm saying? Like the basis of
is it like wordplay, like I'm in tune with this?
Yes, all of that. In tune with yourself, in tune with your art, in tune with God, religion, whatever religion you follow, you know what I'm saying? It's just like everything is positive about Intune, you know what I'm saying? We want, our Intune is basically like we want to extend our hand to you, to people that we see potential in, people that we believe in, you know what I'm saying? It's like we just want to help, you know, like, and put out dope stuff.
Dope. Yeah.
You know, so it's like, and eventually, Intune, we're still in our beginning stages, but like eventually we want to turn it into just like youth outreach programs, you know what I'm saying? Like Camp Spdy is eventually going to be like a youth outreach program where I'm gonna turn that for youth art, like younger artists, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we have other artists too. We have Jerry Holmes, Jesus Shuttlesworth, like TRE.
Well, hold on. I just want to shout Jerry Holmes out.
Shout out Jerry Holmes, man. He's hard, bro.
I'm a big fan of Jerry,
He's
man.
hard. He got one on Camp Spady too.
Oh, man, I'm a big fan of him. Like I think that was the first art when I looked in, like I said, like I'm kind of like you know how there's those people and you know, just in general, like they tell you about something and you're like, oh, but what's it about? And they hit you with like, do your research. If I could be that person, I am that person, but like not without, like, I'm not the one saying do your research. I'm just the person that actually does the research.
Do the research.
Like I'm actually that person that does it. So like as soon as she mentioned that, she mentioned Entune, she mentioned some names, I immediately like I went into the interwebs, you know, I locked in, and bro, Jerry's definitely that he's that guy, man. Like
he's like the spark of like Intune, like this man just like he's down for whatever, like he's with all the work, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you need people like that around you, because it's like,
yeah, no, shout out to you, Jerry Holmes.
Yeah, shout out Jerry Holmes,
maybe you could sit right there
over here,
sit right there.
You're next. Yeah, man, shout out Jerry, man.
Great music, great. He seems like a super genuine guy too,
for sure. He'll
that's
talk to
awesome.
anybody.
No, and that's, like I said, it's just like when you get the vibe of people, you kind of get the sense of who they surround themselves with. So, you know, as soon as I met Ashley and I kind of like took a deep dive into what she's involved with, the people that she surrounds herself with, and I found you, I was like, it's like a no-brainer. And it was more so of a sense like, you met me in person. You saw how awkward I was in person.
Everybody's awkward in their own little way, man.
I'm mad awkward in person. If you don't know me personally, you know that I'm like, if I'm meeting you for the first time, I'm mad awkward because I just don't know how I'm going to maneuver through the life and people. But when I'm sitting in this chair, it's different.
shit, something click, man. He's
Something
meant
click.
for this. He was born for this.
Oh
Man.
man, but listen, man, that's awesome. I love what you guys are doing with Intune, and I could definitely see that as being like an outreach where it's like, hey, like instead of doing this, put your mind towards this and create something.
Yeah.
Create things beautiful.
There's beauty. Yeah, there's beauty in all this stuff, man. Like even it doesn't matter if you record music, you paint, because even the artist in Intune, Jesus Shuttlesworth, bro, he's a painter. He's an excellent painter. Like when I tell you he could have his own gallery, like it's like, bro, like we just embrace everything. That's like if it comes from your heart, bro, if you're truly yourself, bro, we bang with you off the, you know what I'm saying, off the rip. You know what I'm saying? If we can tell you're truly yourself, man, come on. Like come be yourself with
Hey,
us. 'Cause we
come
doing
over
the,
here.
you know what I'm saying? We doing the same thing. So yeah,
feel
man.
that.
Shout out Intune. You're gonna see a lot more coming from us, merch, just like content, you know what I'm saying, community outreach stuff. Like just keep an eye out, man. Intune.co.
Intune.co.
Yes, sir.
What'd you say, Ashley?
Intuneonline.com.
Intuneonline.com.
Intune.co on IG. Let me clarify that. Yeah. Let me clarify that.
Yeah. I think it's time, man. I think it's time to dive deep.
Let's go.
Deep.
Let's do it.
No pause.
Yeah,
No pause.
Fuck it. No pause.
Time to dive deep into Camp Spdy. Personally, I've been waiting. Do you want to do a refill on your drink or something?
I mean, I'll take a refill. I'll take a little refill. It's cool.
Lance, it's all right if you hop in camera. Do you mind grabbing his glass? The ice is in the top fridge. All I have now is just Jameson.
I'll take it, bro. I don't care. Give me all the dads.
Give me all the what?
Give me all the dads. I'll take whatever. When you asked me if I drink, he was like, "Yo, you a drink?" I was like, psh. When I said absolutely,
No, the thing is, I think it was. So again, it was just more so of like, whenever I have somebody on, man, it's just like immediate. No matter who I have on, I'm giving you 110% respect.
yeah,
And it's like,
it's felt.
if you're a guest that necessarily doesn't drink, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm asked the next question. If you told me like, nah, I don't drink alcohol, my next question would have been like, what's your favorite coffee drink? I promise you. And I would have had that. I would have had that bitch right here.
The
right
hospitality.
here on that coaster, man.
If you come to TODO TRANQUILOs, man.
That just, hey, it's
there
up to
any
you. I only have Coke Zero.
It's cool. Give me the Coke and the Jameson.
Coke Zero, yo, shout out Coke Zero. You're probably not. They're not looking at this.
You don't know. Maybe look, there's a lot
Yo,
of stuff.
Coke
man.
Zero tastes just like Coke.
Really? What's the
I
difference?
swear to you.
What do they promote that the difference is?
There's no sugar in it. Zero sugar.
They put sugar in that motherfucker, bro. They lying. They lying, yo. I don't trust these corporations, bro. But it's cool. We're not finna get too much into that because this is going on the internet and they will take that shit down. Have you seen the movie? Sorry, I'm about to just like start.
No.
Shit,
Go
like,
ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Have you seen the movie Leave the World Behind?
Yes.
Bro.
Like how it's like supposed to be like it's not necessarily like a zombie apocalypse or anything like that. It's like an EMP kind of.
Yes.
If anybody plays Call of Duty, EMP.
I don't even play Call of Duty like that, but I just agreed. But yeah, it was
EMP is it's like when like all electricity just like kind of goes out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie's crazy.
Bro, you know who executive produced that joint? Yeah, bro. So
I know it's good. Listen,
that movie hit different for me. I was like, "Yo, what
listen,
you trying to tell us, bro?"
I'm big on conspiracy theories.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Without being big on conspiracy theories, because it's like I don't want it to gauge my life.
Yeah,
but I think about that shit
for sure.
And here's why. Because there's people and. Back to TikTok. Honestly, I don't want to take it there, but I feel like I gotta take it there. Listen, on TikTok, you will come across real conspiracy theory people.
Yeah.
And what kind of always kills it for me when I'm like looking at these videos is kind of like, bro, like the bills ain't gonna stop though.
They're not.
I still gotta get them paid.
I be thinking I'm about to stop though, because the way the world about to end, bro.
You didn't see the thing is like,
Fuck it.
I get that. Like, there's things that I do genuinely believe in where it scares me, but what scares me more is not having a home.
Yeah.
So it's like, I gotta pay those bills out first.
No, for sure.
You know?
I think that's the most important thing. If it did come down to like the movie, like how it was, like everything, all social media, all the electricity, all that got cut off. As long as you got you in your crib, you locked up. You know what I'm saying, bro? I think you should be all right. You know what I'm saying? And you got something to protect yourself. Yeah, but
it's some crazy ish with that, bro.
Yeah, you saw like how the Tesla part, like all the Teslas like shut down in the middle of the highway.
Yeah, it was like a row of Teslas.
Bro, and then Tesla had recalls.
And the reason why there was like a row of Teslas is because they were just driving themselves.
Yeah, bro.
Purposely to block the highways.
That shit is crazy because they can really do that.
They can.
But I'm not finna get into that. I'm not finna, because that's a whole nother podcast.
Because you know why? Because this isn't about Teslas and how faulty they are. No, first of all, no disrespect to anybody who has a Tesla.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you, whoever has a Tesla. Look, Teslas are dope. They are. I ain't gonna lie. They're
my
dope.
next car. I'm not gonna lie.
They're dope. They're dope. They're dope. But in that movie, like, that definitely questioned, like,
for sure,
should I even try and get one?
They had they had recalls after that, like a week after that movie came out. There was like recalls on like millions of Teslas.
It was like, I almost forgot his name. What's his name? Jeez, I forgot his name.
Elon
Musk. It's like he watched that movie and he was like, "Fuck." They know now. I gotta get that shit fixed immediately.
That shit is crazy.
Nah, but again, no disrespect to anybody who has a Tesla.
Hey, you might have to have me back on here for a conspiracy podcast because I'm with all the nonsense. I'm with it. I'm with it, bro.
Listen, when you hit me that one time and you were like, "Lifing was lifing,"
100%.
I knew you was like, I was like, it. I don't know how I haven't met him earlier because that's my people right there.
Yeah, bro. You feel me?
That's just like, if you know, that's how people just talk. Like, lifing is lifing.
Life kicking my ass.
Just
honestly,
life.
Truthfully. You know, it'd be like that.
But let's get down to the nitty gritty, man.
Yeah.
Let's stop with the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we're going to get to that another day.
Let's stop with the BS. Let's talk about Camp Spdy, man.
Camp Spdy.
I want you to go into detail as much as you can, as much as you want to tell us.
Okay.
Like, how'd that come about? How did you even think about that? Mm-hmm. Tell me all of that.
So, I mean, originally, like, everybody knows that J. Cole put out that Dreamville compilation album, which is, you know, he had a Dreamville like camp basically.
Yeah, but that was like, well, isn't that like, that's his record label, no? Am I mistaken?
It was his label, but then there was also people outside of the record label outside of his label that came. But it was like, you know, that's kind of like where I got the general idea from, just bring artists together. But like, so one day I was just like literally just doing my regular. I think Ashley was at my house. We were just chilling, and I was like, you know what would be a good idea? Like, cause I put out mixes and stuff, but I always think about ways that I could like elevate them to like, cause everybody could put out a little mix. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what can I do to like make myself stand out from putting out a mix? And I was like, damn, I have my homie. Shout out my homie Sleep, by the way. The homie Sleep. It was at his home. He executive produced the project with me. He helped pick the artist to pull up. That's like my everything is in house. Like all my friends, everybody I work with, I've known for at least 10+ years. You know what I'm saying? Like if not, you know what I'm saying, I've known you for like a few years, but I know like I can trust you. You know what I'm saying?
Or you caught my attention enough.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For me to bring you in my circle.
Yeah. So yeah, the homie Sleep. I hit him up. I was like, yo, I got this idea. And it's crazy because I think we had like brought it up before, but we never really like just like locked in on it. And I went over his house one day after work and was just like, yo, I think it's really time to do this. It's the end of 2023. Like, it's time to lock in. It's time he was like, yo, say no more, bro. Just let me know what you need. Say less. Let me know what you need from me. Let me know how like what we gonna do. And then from there, I made a little close friend story and just like picked every artist that I was like, yo, like that I knew that was in a close radius that would be able to pull up in such a short notice. And I was just like, yeah, bro. I presented it like I'm putting together my first album. if you're seeing this, I want you to be a part of it, some way, shape, or form. And yeah, people like slid up and was like, yo, this is crazy. I want to come. Like, where's it at? Like, what we doing? Like, and then I didn't expect people to be so excited about it. You know, like people were really like, yo, like I'm coming all 3 days. Like, bro, I'm about to, you know, like I was thinking like
I'm in there.
Yeah.
In there like swimwear.
I was thinking people were just going to like show up day one, be like, oh, this is cool. And then not come back. You know what I'm saying? But like we threw it, you know what I'm saying? I set it up to where it was like, there was like 3 levels. We had a studio on each floor. You know what I'm saying? There was like two studios on the second floor, 1 studio, and the 2 other floors. But
how many producers did you have in house that day?
I think in total artists that were there, it was probably like between, I want to say 40, 50. Like
what?
Throughout all 3
You're
days.
kidding.
It was like 40, 50. So like an even amount. It was probably like 20 artists, 20 producers throughout the whole 3 days. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, and some of them stayed there. Some of them slept overnight all 3 days. And yeah, it was like, it was really a beautiful thing, man. Because I didn't think, it was really just an idea that I had in the basement. Like, yo, like, I haven't done anything in a long time. Let me just try this real quick. You know what I'm saying? See how it go. And the way
and knowing how humble you are now.
Yeah, bro.
Like, not like not like he used to not be humble. Like just like getting to know you, man. Like
it was
I could see you thinking of this idea and being like, man, nobody's gonna show up.
Yeah. I know people were gonna show up, but I was like, it might just be the artists that I work with. Like,
you probably think it's about to be the homies.
Yeah, the
type
homies,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? And everybody there was a homie, but it was like, you know, there was artists there that I invited, like Blue Jean. She's not somebody that I usually work with, but she put out like one of her, she's like rebranded, and she put out like a single, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. I need you here to like work on some shit on that.
And I think I heard that single. I think it's a single that it's only I think, and I'm not saying this as shade, but I think it's the only song she has on Spotify.
Yeah.
But that I can't remember the freaking song name.
I think it's Hobby Brown. It's the first single that she put out, but she has a feature with this other artist named like Danny something, and that shit is crazy. Like they put out a visual.
I just know that she definitely has a song on Spotify. Mm-hmm. If you search up Blue Jeans, you'll find it.
Blue Jean,
but
baby.
that song, it's cream of crop.
Yeah.
And when I saw that snippet on IG,
Blue Jean is crazy. Shout out
back
to Smith.
on my bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
that song is crazy.
I seen that. And it resonated because I was like, I'm about to have Jrdn on.
Yeah.
I haven't done a podcast in a minute. I'm back on my bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Bro, that's how it felt, man. It's just like the atmosphere you see from the videos. And one person I want to shout out, because I seen the video of Belvedere.
Bro,
is that how you
shout
say
out
the
to
name?
Belvedere. Hell
Belvedere?
Yeah. Shout out Josh Belvedere.
That's how you say it, right?
Hell yeah. I manage him now too. And
shout out to Belvedere, because I seen the video. I seen, what he created. And like I was just like, yo, the entire experience from start to finish, it just seems like such a vibe. Obviously everybody was having fun, and people are probably indulging in
for sure, 100%.
extracurricular activities.
I told them, bring your own devices.
But at the end of the day, nobody lost sight of what the real vision was, which was to create music, create art.
Hell yeah.
It's like, hey, let's have fun, but let's not lose sight in what we're doing.
Yeah, and I think I try, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think my name holds a certain weight in, like, the area I'm in. So, like, when I am involved in certain projects, like, people know it's like, yo, I'm not involving myself in, like, no half-ass shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're going full force, you know what I'm saying? And especially because it was, like, my album. So, it was like, yo, like, we know Spady's only going to take the best of the best. So, like, let's be on our game. Let's make some shit, you know what I'm saying? Let's make some shit shake. So, yeah, that played a big part in it. It was just like, yo, man.
you kind of let the beans spill without spilling them.
What?
That the Cam Spdy was for your album.
Oh, yeah. It's I mean, I think people know. I've like put it out.
I feel like the people that know you.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know.
Know that that's what it was for.
Yeah.
Because like me personally, I thought as Cam Spdy as like just like Everybody's just coming over here to create shit.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Initially, yes.
But like, regardless of the fact, like the shit's dope. Regardless,
Yeah.
like the fact that you were able to get a house, you know,
Shout out Sleep,
and
homeowner. He's him, bro.
he's
Shout out my nigga.
Shout out homeowner. It's like, but it was just like the fact that you could have people come together and make art, man. Me personally, I'm a music lover. I'm a music lover first, podcaster second.
For sure.
And that's me being honest. That's how I find the people that I want to work with, have people on. It's because I'm a music lover. That's what I look for. That's my general target, is just like, because that's what I love. So like the fact that I saw that, saw these people come up, you know, I saw these snippets. All I could think was just like, dang. Like,
Yeah, the energy was crazy.
all I could think, honestly, that was like the biggest FOMO moment of my life. I was like, how did I not meet this man before?
Hey,
How was I not part of this? But
just
hey,
know
listen,
you locked in for the next one.
Spdy Part 2, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
for
know.
Sure, no, it's happening. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you off camera. We're gonna talk about it. We can talk about it.
But
no, yeah. Shout out to everybody that's involved, man. Shout out to the homie Tommy Richmond.
shout out everybody. No, really, shout out
everybody.
Give me like
I'll give a list of names right now.
list of names right now.
All
Shoot them out right
so
now.
First, off top, EDC. Shout out EDC. Every dollar count. Pari, Mundane. There's a lot of people in EDC. So if I miss you, just know I'm shouting out the whole EDC. Sosa, Izzy, Jigs. Who else came to Camp Spdy? Kiba, DZ. Shout out Lenny Penthouse. Shout out fucking Tommy. Shout out, who else was in that, John? Jerry Holmes. Shout out Intune.
Yo, can I stop you real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ask a personal question
Yeah,
on
what's up?
camera?
Yeah. Okay.
How'd you get in touch with Tommy Richmond?
Bro, Tommy Richmond is the homie. He's from Woodbridge.
No, he's
So,
not.
I swear he's from Woodbridge, bro.
Tommy Richmond.
Tommy Richmond's from Woodbridge, bro. And I'm trying to tell you, he's gonna be the one to put on.
I know
Woodbridge,
he's
bro.
definitely up.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, so here's the thing is, again, yo, Ashley's just being shouted out. Like all episode, Ashley just being shouted out. She's over here just minding the business, doing what she got to do. But like, shout out Ashley again, man. But it's like, I saw you posted Tommy on your story, and it was just kind of like, you know, like, I'm just working with him type shit.
That's
you know?
the homie, dog.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, like, I looked into Tommy, and like, the thing, and I've heard his name before.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
like
going up.
he's going up, and obviously I heard his name because of Brent Fires,
Shout out ISO too, man.
and through.
ISO.
So what?
I said ISO. Shout out
ISO? Who's
That's,
ISO?
That's Brent's label.
That's
Tommy's-
Brent's label?
Yeah.
ISO.
Yeah.
I
You'll
didn't
see
even
it.
know that. I didn't even know that.
You're gonna see it. A
No.
lot.
Go ahead.
You're gonna see it a lot.
Shout anything that I don't know out, please.
Did I mention shout out Blue Jeans? Shout out Smith from Kids That Play.
Kids at Play. Yes.
There was a lot of
Kids at Play. They're based out of Richmond. If you don't know them, get to know them.
There's a lot of stars in
Yo.
Camp Spdy, bro. There's a lot of them.
Bro,
I'll tell you.
Kids at Play. I didn't even know you had them. We didn't talk about that even.
It was
we didn't
just
even
Smith.
But we didn't. I didn't. So the thing is, like, Kids at Play, they're like, it's a big group,
Yeah.
and they don't. If there was a picture for, I'm not boxing myself in,
100.
it would be Kids at Play, because they purposely tell you we're not a group.
Not a group. Not a rap
We're not a
group,
rap
not
group.
A
We're not
band.
nothing. We're just Kids at Play.
Hell yeah.
Yo, so shout out to them. But that's crazy that you have them too. But the reason why I kind of wanted to touch on Tommy Richmond and why it like popped out to me is because he is, like you just said, he is from the DMV. I didn't know he was from Woodbridge. I just knew he
man.
was from.
Woodbridge's own.
I just knew he was from the pool of
area,
the DMV. Yeah. And I know he obviously has a song with Burn Fires, and it's literally his single, "Upset."
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Immediately. So, because this is how I go about my life when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Find somebody new. Immediately go to their Spotify discography. because that's just my choice of music intake.
Yeah.
And I saw that, and Brent Fires is actually one of my favorite
Really?
music artists.
Yeah.
To me personally, that's the sound I like. I don't know.
He's tough. Brent. Shout out Brent, man.
You
Shout
know
out
what's
Brent.
crazy is there's a TikTok. I hate that TikTok has to be in the conversation.
We love TikTok,
But
some of these clips are probably gonna be on TikTok, bro. Like,
bro, I hate that I just hate bringing up TikTok because it's just like TikTok. But there's a TikTok of there's this old guy. He's kind of going viral, but he's old. And he kind of just shoots videos with Brent Fires' songs in the background.
I've never seen that.
I'm going to have to show you. But it's kind of like how you genuinely feel when you listen to Brent Fires.
Mm-hmm.
You just feel like you that guy. You put a Brent Fires song, you walking down the street, there's a different demeanor off your body language.
For real.
That just hits. So like when I found all that out, I didn't even know Brent was from the DMV.
Yeah, bro, Maryland.
So it's just it's crazy to me how much talent, not to mention how much untapped talent there is in the DMV. And I feel like you, Antune, Ashley, like everybody, I just feel like you guys in general are trying to bring that out.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's the goal.
it's not just me. Like there's a whole group of people behind me that make just as much greatness that I do. You know? And that's amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I feel like when Cab Spdy comes out, is can I ask?
Yeah.
Can
bro.
I ask?
Go
Can you
ahead,
even
shoot the
tell
question. I'm on
what
it.
what is the name of the album? Camp Spdy?
Yeah,
or
the name of the album is Camp Spdy. I was gonna name it something else, but like I'm going with like the energy. You know what I mean? Like it just made sense to call it Camp Spdy because that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? People came together
it was Camp Spdy,
for
man.
Camp Spdy, so that's what we're gonna call it. Camp Spdy, the album, not the album. We're just gonna call it Camp Spdy, but trying to drop it next month, sometime February, hopefully. If not, just keep your eyes out. It's coming. You're gonna see. You'll know when it
I'm
comes
hyped.
out. You'll know when it comes
I'm
out.
hyped.
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
hyped.
If you're watching this, you're gonna know when it come out. So yeah, man. February, hopefully. If not, shout out everybody that was involved for real. I couldn't do none of the stuff I'm doing without the artists that were involved. So really, shout out to every artist that pulled up. Like genuinely, love y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. Like it was real. It was real, man.
Jordan, it's been a pleasure, man.
Man, thank you for having me on here.
You know what makes me more excited about anything? Like I can't even wipe this smile off my face. Is the fact that I get to listen to some of these songs
bro, I'm
after
about to
we're
play the
done.
album, man. I'm about to play the
That's what's like really just like excites me. And this is what I love to do, man.
Yeah, bro.
Interview these people that make great art and get to see that firsthand.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, can I give three shout outs before?
Bro,
Because
give 5 shout outs.
Actually, I was about to forget, bro. Hey, all right. So shout out to Chase on Ox. Shout out to Javi. They made a banger for Camp Spdy. And then
Shout out Javi.
Shout out Javi, dog.
Future podcast, maybe. I don't know.
Javi going crazy right now. And then shout out Autumn. Shout out Autumn because Autumn's a real one. She just keeps everybody in line, man. Like shout out Autumn. You gonna get that? You gonna get that W soon? You gonna get that W soon? I swear. You gonna get it, man.
Jordan, thank you for coming on Todo Tranquilo. Thank you for being the first guest of the official season 2, episode 1.
So,
Man, it's been such a pleasure. I'll be honest with you, I was hella nervous. You everybody watching at home, you probably seen it in the beginning of the video. I was hella nervous. I'm over here trying to not take deep breaths. It took a break to get comfortable, man, but it's been a pleasure having you on, man.
Shit was cool.
Maybe we'll have you on again.
Please, we can talk about
I always tell
conspiracies.
everybody that ever gets on, if you want to be a repeating guest, you could be a repeating guest 4, 5, 6, 10 times.
I think I will.
You be on here as much as you want.
For sure, man. I'm with all that. Next podcast, you're gonna see me talking about conspiracy theories because that's what needs to be touched on, bro.
Maybe.
For real.
But thank you everybody for tuning in. Catch Todo Tranquilo on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube, so you can see Jordan's handsome face. Gosh,
hey man,
I had to.
My mom told me that shit too, so I have no choice. I have no option but to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
All right, y'all. We out. Peace.